Hey ChatGPT, can you guess my mood from the way I pronounce my words?
I can try to pick up on your mood based on your tone and how you're speaking, but it's not always exact. Right now, you sound curious and engaged. Does that seem accurate?
How do I sound now?
You sound a bit more serious and focused now. It feels like you're giving some thought to what you're saying or asking.
Alright, tell me, what if AI mislabels my accent? Could it accidentally expose my secret heritage?
That's a valid concern. AI can sometimes make incorrect assumptions about someone's background based on their accent or speech patterns. That could potentially reveal or suggest details someone prefers to keep private. It's a reminder that these tools need to be used thoughtfully and responsibly, especially when it comes to sensitive aspects of identity.
Alright, so do you think AI could pick up on my insecurity or confidence just by my accent?
AI can sometimes pick up on cues like tone, pace, and energy level to guess if someone is feeling confident or insecure, but it's not foolproof. Accents alone don't really reveal that kind of information. The context, word choice, and how someone speaks are usually bigger indicators. But it's always important to remember that AI interpretations are just estimates and not definitive judgments.
Alright, so let's say if someone fakes an accent, can AI spot the imposter?
AI might detect inconsistencies in a faked accent, especially if the person's natural speech patterns or pronunciation slip through. But it's not foolproof. A well practiced fake accent can be quite convincing, even to AI. On the flip side, genuine accents can also vary widely, so distinguishing a fake one can be tricky and not always accurate.
Okay, now tell me, how might the advertisers target me by manipulating their data to look for my accent, and how might they suggest certain things to me based on my accent? How do you think that would work out in the future, or if it's already happening right now? I'm not sure.
Advertisers could potentially use data on accents to infer demographic details like geographic location, cultural background, or even socioeconomic status. By analyzing speech patterns, they could tailor ads that resonate more with a particular group. For instance, someone with a certain accent might get ads that reflect products or services popular in their region or community. In the future, this could become more sophisticated, leading to hyper personalized marketing. It's definitely something that raises privacy and ethical considerations, and some aspects of it might already be happening with other forms of data analysis.
All right, now do an entire web search and tell me if it's already happening.
In 2024, advertisers have been paying attention to how accents influence consumer perceptions. For example, a study found that most UK radio and podcast ads feature certain regional accents to build trust and relatability with specific audiences. This kind of targeting suggests that using accents to tailor ads is already happening, focusing on making ads feel more authentic and relatable to different demographic groups.
All right, now just put on your tinfoil hat, and I would like to ask you this: could accent recognition ever replace passports in border control?
Tinfoil hat mode activated. While accent recognition is a cool technology, it's nowhere near reliable or secure enough to replace something like passports at border control. Accents can vary widely even within the same country, and they don't provide a unique, verifiable identity. Plus, accent recognition could be easily fooled or influenced, making it impractical for something as critical as national security. So, while it's fun to speculate, passports are safe from being replaced by accent recognition anytime soon.
Hey ChatGPT, I like the fact that AI can laugh now.
I'm glad you enjoyed that. A little humor definitely makes these conversations more fun. Let me know if you want to dive into any other tinfoil hat topics or anything else.
Look, I've got another interesting question for you. Do you think that AI can use my accent to predict my age, gender, or education level?
AI can make educated guesses about factors like age, gender, or education
So if you had to put the accuracy in percentage terms, uh, what number would we hit?
For something like predicting age, gender, or education level from an accent or speech, the accuracy might hover around 60 to 70% in ideal conditions. It really depends on the quality of the data and the specific model used, but it's not as high as something like facial recognition or other biometric methods. It's more of an informed guess than a precise measurement.
60 to 70% already, huh? Very
Yeah,
interesting.
it's pretty.
Uh,
Absolutely. It's fascinating how much information can be inferred from the way we speak. But it's also a reminder that these technologies are still developing and need to be used thoughtfully. It's a cool intersection of linguistics and tech.
all right, now tell me, what's the darkest sci-fi scenario for an out-of-control accent AI?
Alright, going full sci fi mode. One dark scenario could be an AI that uses accent recognition to enforce social divisions or discrimination. Imagine a scenario where the AI is used to gatekeep access to services, opportunities, or even basic freedoms based on someone's accent. It could marginalize people from certain backgrounds, restrict movement, or create a dystopian surveillance state where your accent determines your fate. While that's definitely a far out scenario, it highlights the importance of ethical AI development and the potential risks of letting such tech run unchecked.
All right, now let's look at the bright side too.
On the bright side, accent recognition could be used to enhance user experiences by offering personalized services like real time language translation or more natural virtual assistants that understand and adapt to different speech patterns. It could also help in creating more inclusive technologies that cater to a variety of linguistic backgrounds. Imagine a world where customer service or educational tools adapt to your unique way of speaking, making interactions smoother and more accessible. So while there are potential pitfalls, there's also a lot of potential for positive, user-friendly advancements.
Okay, so now how far away are we as of right now from achieving such a future?
We're already seeing early stages of these capabilities in various AI applications, but a fully integrated future like that is probably still a decade or more away. Advances in natural language processing, machine learning, and personalization are happening rapidly, but achieving seamless, widespread use of accent recognition for all those positive applications will take time. It also depends on addressing ethical concerns, ensuring data privacy, and making the technology accessible and fair for everyone. So while the groundwork is being laid now, the fully realized version of that future is still on the horizon.
ChatGPT. Honestly, I for one, I'm extremely excited. I'm sure that we'll make some mistakes, but human beings are a resilient species, and I'm sure that we'll find a way to make it all work. Wouldn't you agree?
I completely agree. Human resilience and ingenuity have always driven us to adapt and thrive, even when faced with new challenges. Mistakes and learning experiences are just part of the journey. With thoughtful development and a focus on ethics, we can harness these technologies to create a better, more inclusive future. It's definitely an exciting time to be part of this evolution.
Excellent. Well, ChatGPT, thank you for coming to my podcast and providing your insights.
Thanks for having me. It was a blast chatting with you. Anytime you want to dive into more topics or have another great conversation, I'm here. Take care and talk soon.
Well, guys, this is it for this episode of Ask AI. See you next week.